Girl, I guess I gotta do it in three parts because my damn phone camera video storage went out. So the video stopped. Anyway, so part three, back to my mama. So she kicking it. I'm like, Mom, are you serious? Like, are you saying that you're not in pain anymore to appease me, to make me feel like this is real? Or she's like, Candace, I swear, like, why would I do that? Like, I am not in pain anymore. Like, my knee don't hurt no more. I'm like, for real? Are you serious? Because now I'm like really having some, I mean, I'm seeing it right in front of my face, y'all. I'm watching it happen. I'm seeing somebody's testimony of their pain being relieved, and I still don't freaking believe it. And I'm the one doing it. I'm a witness to it. I'm involved in it. I'm a vessel for it. And I still don't believe it. I'm like, Ma, you don't have to do this for me. If you, but I know she's not, because there's no way she would have been able to move the way that she was moving when I picked her up, the way she was moving after our session. So I'm like, Spirit, what's going on? What is literally going on here, right? Then it just keeps going, y'all. I'm having session after session. I'm having session after session where somebody is like literally getting something from it. Either it's a spiritual pain, it's a spiritual relief, a physical relief, something, right? Then I do a couple more in my family only, because I'm feeling like, how am I supposed to do anything else besides family? Because you have to believe it as what I have to believe it, and you have to believe it, right? So if first of all, maybe I don't have to believe it, because I just started believing. Like, I believed it, but then every time I did it, I'd be like, open my eye like this. Did it work? So I'm like, do you believe it? Because you always question it if it worked. Like, everybody's gonna get something, and then when you stop worrying about what to do, what the outcome and the circumstances, the situation is gonna be, when you just start allowing, it'll all work out. Everybody that you touch will get something from the experience. Every session that you have will get from the experience, and then I start getting confirmations and things of that nature. Like, I do one with my brother, I do one with my niece. When I do the one with my niece, she's like, Aunt Candace, you're going to be known as a global healer. Like, your people are going to know you. They're going to come see you for your healing. Like, you're going to be. And I'm just like, I believed it. And I didn't know where it was coming from and why she was saying that. Because, you know what I'm saying? She just came out the blue, like, after she's like, girl, you're going to be known globally for this. And I'm like, well, thank you, Niecy. I appreciate that. I'll take it. I accept that. And then the next day, I see a video come up on my feed. Guess what the hell the video says? You will be known as a global healer. Specifically, you will be known as a global healer. So I had to click on it, right? I had to click on it. So who is this? I think that was Maja Got the Tea. Shout out to her. She had a video. You will be known as a global healer. And I was like, I'll be known as a global healer. Let me click on this video and see what the hell this is talking about, because there's no way that my niece told me this yesterday and now this video is coming up on my For You page, because these algorithms, when you get the message, when it's for you, it's for you. I click on it. She's like, you're going to be known as a global healer. It was like confirmation for my niece did. My niece didn't just see the video. My niece, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, it was confirmation. It was so much confirmation. So we get the confirmation. So everything is coming into me. Everything is saying, like, you got this. Just go forth. Like, don't be fearful. Don't be afraid. Just do it. I'm still fearful and afraid right now. I'm still fearful and afraid. I'm going to do it. Whatever comes out of it, I'm definitely going to do it. I'm definitely going to step out on faith and just surrender myself and allow what is to happen. I'm not fearful in that. it's just, I guess you're trying to be in control. Like, I'm trying to be in control when I know for 1,000% certainty that I am not in control of this capability, that I am just being used as a vessel. Like, my spirit is definitely divine to do this. My spirit has done this in past lifetimes. My spirit is a healer. I know that. It's just for me and my comfortability, I have to know, first of all, we're all being used, right? All of our gifts and spiritual abilities and powers come from source, because source is us. We are source. We're intertwined. We're connected. We're a one, all of us. So I know that it is through source that I'm capable. But I have, you also have to give yourself credit that you got to the point. You did the work on yourself enough internally to be able to remember your gifts and talents, to be able to know that you're one with source, and that source is using you for these gifts, and to reach his people, and to reach the collective, to touch people. Like, you have to give yourself credit for the work that you've done to get to this point. Because once these gifts start to be revealed to you, once your purpose starts to be revealed to you, it's because you did the work to get ready for it. You did the work to remove, I did the work to remove enough disbelief to even hear that I had that capability of healing. And then in return had to take the next 4 or 5 months to remove the remaining limited beliefs that I had surrounding the situation, the circumstance, right? So went through all of that. So that was just another confirmation for me when I saw that video. Says you'll be known as a global healer, and I'm like, what? I don't know if it was, and I know I was watching Majda T. I don't know if hers or was this other lady, and then I had another one from her. Either way, I can't remember. I'm just gonna shout out to her because I be watching her videos. Um, um, and then a girl named Jadina that I watch, and she's real good too. And she the one that got me to start watching it, making the YouTube channel in the first place. Because when we were talking about the past least resistance, and I was saying I was watching a video and I was like, oh, I can do that. That was based off her channel. That was based off me watching her and resonating so much with her and saying like, oh, look, you can do that. It was so effortlessly. It just came up on me. I've never thought about it before. I've never thought about being a healer. I never thought about being a YouTuber or anything of this nature, but those two things just came upon me. Like, it's not like I had to work hard for them. It's not like I was sitting there thinking about it. It just literally was a gentle whisper that I could do it. And then it was the first thing that I believed in, that when I heard I can do it, I didn't immediately doubt myself. My immediate reaction, the natural reaction, was belief, not doubt, not fear, not disbelief. My first initial reaction was belief. And because that was my first initial reaction, that's what led me to know that it was what I was supposed to do. Because when you get that first initial reaction, that is your path of least resistance. Then the human part of you comes in and puts the resistance there. It puts the doubt and the disbelief and the fear. It puts all of that into your reality when it wasn't there when you got the download originally. And this is why I just persevere through and push through, because I know that is what I'm supposed to be doing. Because when I first heard it, it was an instant belief in it, right? So then we're gonna fast forward to my grandma. This will be my last one, and I'm gonna share with y'all because it's the last one I did. And it was a while. I want to say like October. And then I did my brother, then I did my niece. And then I did my grandmother. So let me tell y'all what happened with this. So my grandma got dementia. That's what I'm telling y'all. Y'all don't even know. The spirit speaks so gently to you. You think it's one thing and it's a total another thing. When you realize like what the spirit was telling you could be something totally different. So I'm over here I'm having a difficult time because my grandmother had dementia for 8 years, 9 years, and she's like really declining, right? Barely holding her head up at this point, and it's bad. And my spirit says you can heal your grandma. And I say, ain't no dang way. Ain't no dang way, y'all. It's not possible, right? Because I'm thinking you can heal her from the dementia. You can bring her back when that's definitely not what the situation was. But I had so much fear surrounding the circumstance when I heard it. You can hear your grandma say, heal her. There's no way. And then, it just as gently says for her to die. And I'm like, I can heal her for her to die? Like, what? I don't want her to die. First of all, she's my grandma. I don't want her to die. So why would I do that? That don't even make sense. And then I'm like, what? What do you mean? Like, I can heal her just for her to die. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. That's not what I want. Like, no. So I was supposed to go over there because I had been going over there, like, relieving my grandfather so he can, like, get some stuff done and do this because you got to watch her. Well, not really too much at the end because she was in a wheelchair and she wasn't walking. But in the beginning, you had to watch her because she'll unlock the door, walk out, take stuff out drawers, do all kind of stuff if you wasn't, like, watching her. Then when she fell and broke her hip, then she went in the wheelchair and it kind of like declined from there because she stopped walking, and then so she just sat in the wheelchair, but she's still there and you don't want to just leave her by herself. So that was kind of like watching her with my granddaddy, like go to appointments, go to the store, stuff like that, right? So I was supposed to be going over there, and I couldn't, y'all. I couldn't. I was so scared. I was so scared. I didn't even know what was going to happen, what was going on, what was, nothing. I like told him I couldn't come that day and I had to reschedule it. And then for the next time we reschedule it, and he canceled on me. So I'm like, you know what? All things happen in their divine time. And I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing about my grandma, but there's no way, y'all not going to tell me that I'm going to heal my grandma and she going to die. Like, that don't make sense to me. Like, I could not wrap my mind around it for nothing. And y'all, I'm telling y'all, it just really hit me. Like, my grandma passed away on December 10th, on my daughter's birthday. She passed away. And before then, the end of November of 2024, she went into the hospital. So I never made it over her house prior to her going in the hospital. She goes into the hospital because this was like, what I say? Hold on. When did they tell me I could hear my grandma? I was like November something, right? Let me look at my book so I can give y'all like a timeline of I never made it over there. And then when I did make it over there, she was in the hospital dying, right? Pretty much. I mean, she was not eating. She was not drinking. They had her on a feeding tube. She had pneumonia. And I'm like, oh my gosh, right? This gotta be this. How am I going to heal somebody that's dying? And then what do you mean I'm going to heal her just for her to die? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But it was such a beautiful experience. I went over there. I was alone with her in the hospital. My aunt was there. Me and my mom went. My grandfather was at home resting. And my mom and my aunt decided to go to the store. So I said, this is my moment, right? This is the session. Like, this is your time with your grandma. Spend your last moments with her and touch her, like heal her, like the spirit said. Like, I don't know what you're supposed to be doing or what the mission is. And I touch her and I don't get any guidance. Like, I normally hear something to do. I normally hear something, right? While I'm doing it, like to say, to do, to something. Nothing, y'all. I said, okay, spirit, well, I guess I didn't do nothing. I don't know. Because, I didn't hear nothing. I just took it as this is my opportunity because this might be the last one that I get. And I touch her and I'm sitting there with her and I'm just loving on her. And then I leave. That's like a Monday or Tuesday maybe. And then they say they want to put her in hospice that weekend, like that following week, and like let her pass there. My grandfather opted not to do that. He wanted to take her home. So they took her home that weekend, and we had a party for her on December the 9th, so everybody could come over and see her. And everybody could be there, and she passed away December the 10th. So I didn't really understand it and understand what role I played in it, but my spirit did tell me that I would heal her for her to pass before she even went into the hospital. So I knew when she went in the hospital, she was not going to be with us much longer. And then when I touched her, I'm thinking, at this point, I'm a healer so she can pass. I was more comfortable with it because they already told us she was passing. So I didn't want to do anything to like expedite the exit. So I was scared all of these weeks. Didn't go over there for like, I think it was like 3 weeks. I didn't go over there for fear of what to do, but not knowing that I went in the divine perfect time that I was supposed to go to, I feel like, allow her to have that last moment on the night with the family. Allow her to be well enough to make it those days, that remain in a week, so that she could spend her last moments surrounding her family before she did pass away. So that's what I have to hold on to, y'all, because that's the only thing I got. And I know that I did what I heard to do. And I was so worried about doing it, and I spent so much week in turmoil over it because I was so scared. And I'm like, I don't want nobody to like be at home and then I do a session with her and then she passed away right there. Then they think it's my fault. Or like all of that was going on in my brain, right? And so it's like I kind of knew she was going to pass away before I even knew she was going to pass away. And it was just so crazy. And so I really don't know all of the whys this happened. I just know it was in its own divine timing. I went when I was supposed to go and I did what I was supposed to do. But I haven't done one since. I haven't done one since November, in November, like what was, or it could have been the 1st of December. I don't have it. I didn't write the date down when I went to the hospital, but I know she went in the hospital like November the 29th or the 28th, like right after Thanksgiving. And then she came home for 2 days. She came home that Saturday, December the 8th, and we had the party on December the 9th, and she passed away December the 10th. So within that short time frame, like, I haven't done nothing, y'all. Since December, I haven't done another one. I don't know. And I don't know why I'm telling y'all this. And I don't know why I'm sharing all of this. But I don't have like that limiting belief system. I definitely feel like I just don't know who to heal, what to do next. But I still feel in my left hand a significant difference. In my right hand, I still feel a different type of sensation, even to the touch of that hand. I feel heat coming from that hand. I feel like energy in that hand. And I know when I did a healing with my brother, he said that too. He was like, your hand is so hot. Like, why is it so hot? Like, it's so hot. Like, I felt like it was going to burn through my clothes. It was that hot because I was led to touch him in his session as well. But my whole thing is I'm just being obedient. I'm just doing what I'm feeling led to do at this point. I don't even know what I'm really getting myself into. I don't even know why I decided to tell y'all, because when I first started the channel, there was no way in the world I was going to share this information. But that was a part of that limiting belief too. Because once you say it out loud, once you tell people, you can't take it back. And so if you have doubt in yourself and you have limitations that you put on yourself, you want to keep it to yourself, because it's like once you tell somebody, they can hold you accountable. Once you tell somebody, they can, you know what I'm saying, they know it's out there. You put it out there in the universe. So I done put it out there in the universe. I'm telling y'all. So y'all know the first ones to know But you're the first strangers to know. And y'all not strangers. Y'all my beautiful souls. We're all connected. I know I got some healers out there. And I did kind of want to, I was excited. Because, like, once I decided today to share this information, I was really excited. Because I said, I know I'm not the only one. Like, I know that people are going to start sharing with me their stories. People are going to start sharing with me their healing, their powers, their, if it's not healing, something else, their clairvoyance, their this and that. And they're going to start sharing the process that they went through to remove the limiting belief systems that they had surrounding what they were told or what they were starting to experience, their gifts and their powers. They were starting to be open, like that portal open, and you started remembering all these gifts and the powers that you had, and then you had to go back and remove the limited beliefs that you had about yourself surrounding those powers and gifts. And I cannot wait to hear and for you all to share with me what those were, because as we share with each other, we break the limited belief cycle. Like, as you start to hear more and more people that have it, that have done it, that are experiencing the same thing, it allows you to wrap your mind around it. It allows you to believe in yourself more. I'm going to believe in myself regardless. I have no choice, because I already know this is my mission. I already know this is my purpose here on this earth. So I already know that. So I just wanted to share it with you guys so we could talk about it. We can build on it. I'm going to get better in my capabilities. My power is going to get stronger just by opening up and sharing with you guys, just by removing the fear of telling people that I have this capability and these powers. Like, just by saying it, just by putting it out there, is already going to be a benefit to me. I already feel lighter. I already feel freer. And nobody has doubted me. I'm the only one in this last 5 months who has doubted me. Like, nobody ever doubts me for anything. I have to think back, like, everybody always thinks I could do everything. At every job I ever go to, oh yeah, okay, I'm going to end up doing something. Training somebody, helping somebody, innovating something, doing something. It's like people can see it in me, but I can't see it in myself. Until now. Now I am starting to see myself. I'm starting to believe in myself. I'm starting to, like, stop questioning and doubting myself and just get going into the flow, allowing the universe to do what the universe does. And I know, because that we're all a collective and we're connected and our energies are one, our spirit is totally, like, connected with each other. That's how I can feel you guys. And that's how I know that I got some beautiful souls out there that's on the same thing, on the same wave. And you're removing those limited beliefs off of yourself as well. And I'm so super proud of you. I'm so super proud of us for what we're doing. Like, we are just, like, breaking generational curses of limited beliefs. Like, we're reprogramming our whole mind. Like, we are no longer going to, and I'm done having kids. Like, I'm not waiting on grandkids, because my kids still young, 19, 17 and 13. So I ain't ready for that. They not ready for that. But I'm not having no more kids. So I don't have anybody where, like, if I had kids over again, I would do it totally different. Because I placed limiting beliefs on my kids, because that was all I knew. No, be realistic. Be realistic is what I told them. Set realistic goals for yourself. No, you can't, like, no, all right, yeah, everybody wants to do this or do that or whatever, You're not going to be an astronaut, You need to study this stuff, get a trade or go to college and do this, like, get into the work. Like, I just always push my kids to create stability for themselves in their lives. Whether you're going to go to college, get a degree, and then it's going to be the profession. Then it's going to be the job. What brings in the money? What gets you that stable life? Like, get out of the clouds, get your head in the books and focus, and then be driven and have a path and a goal. And you do that because that's what society says, right, to do. And then I just know if I could do it all over again, or if I was still having children, these children would be amazing because I would not limit them at all. They would be like, Mom, my friend so and so, my friend whatever was in my room. We were talking about this, and I'm gonna be like, what would they say? What they give it? Invite them over for dinner. Have them. Let's make a plate for them. Sit down. Like, don't kill these kids' imaginations. Don't limit them. Don't limit. We already got to reprogram ourselves. So let's not do it to our children. If you are still having children, if you have little ones, don't limit them. Don't limit them. Let their imagination run, because they have to have that imagination. They have to believe it in order to achieve it. They have to see it before it comes into fruition, into this 3D realm. You have to know it and believe it first. So don't take that from them, because somebody took it from us. And now we got to go back as adults and go get it back. If we can just stop taking it from the children to begin with, then, they can be born with, they can grow up with it. They're already born with it. They can grow up with it, and then their lives will be so much different and better off than ours. So I just wanted to come and share my story, beautiful souls, of like what I've been going through for the last 5 months, and really like honestly how all of this got started, these channels and everything, because I had some real limiting beliefs that I put on myself and my capabilities from what I was hearing with spirit. And I never once questioned if like I can hear source or not, because it's a very distinctive voice. Like, now that I paid attention to it, I can tell the difference between, even though it sounds like me, I can tell the difference between when my spirit is speaking with me through source and when it's just me, whether it be my subconscious or my conscious thoughts that are going in and out. 3 distinctive voices that all sound like me, but I can tell the difference between all 3 of them. But I know when I hear from spirit. So I'm like, just do the things that you're supposed to do, and everything is going to happen in its own perfect divine timing. You're going to get so much from it. I know that I was supposed to make these videos about what I've been going through, even if it's for nobody but myself, because just in this time that I've been talking, I feel so much relief. I feel like the pressure of the world has been lifted from my shoulders, honestly, just sharing it with you guys. And I'm putting it out there. Like, I'm putting it out there that I am Candace. I am a healer. My divine mission and purpose in this realm is to heal and touch people and heal them, whether it be physical, emotional, mental, spiritually. That's what I'm here to do. So join me on this journey, you guys, as we heal together, because we're all healers in our own right, in our own way. We all have our powers and our gifts that are divinely given to us that nobody can take from us. We're born with them. They're in us. We just have to pull them out. We just have to believe in ourselves enough in order to see them. That's it. Okay? Well, beautiful souls, until we talk again, have a wonderful rest of the day.